Chief Meteorologist Taylor Knust with 31 Triple Doppler.
Well, breaking news, we have just lived through the hottest day of the year so far here in the Huntsville area.
Yep. Keyword, so far.
So far,
We
yes.
still have a long way
left
to
in
go.
summer.
Summer to go. We could easily top that. But yeah, 98 our high today in Huntsville.
Wow.
So like it or not, here it is.
Yeah.
We do have some clouds out there trying to help us cool off a little bit. Might take a little bit of time though before we get awfully cool later on this evening and overnight tonight. Here's where we sit right now. Now, Fort Payne, Guntersville, we're fine. We're in the upper 70s to low 80s. That's thanks to some rain that rolled through earlier this afternoon. But the rest of us are still roasting hot. 97 with a feels like temperature of 107 in Huntsville, 96 feeling like 104 in Muscle Shoals, 93 feeling like 101 in Fayetteville at this hour. Here's some perspective on today's high. Our average high for this time of the year is 92 degrees. The record high for today is 110, so not anywhere close to a record. And just an FYI, the all-time record high in Huntsville is 111 degrees, set back in 1930 on July 29th, tomorrow state. As for today, it's, again, cloudy skies developing over Huntsville. We aren't seeing any rain recently, though, besides this downpour near the airport right now. So some travelers on 565 here could be dealing with some brief heavy rainfall. It's very isolated. That's likely not going to stick around too long. That's been the nature of these pop-up showers and storms today, as they strengthen and then fall apart rather quickly. And that's actually what we're seeing in Coleman County. This previously severe warned storm is nothing more than some moderate rain at this point as it continues to slowly trickle toward Coleman. Meanwhile, we have a pop-up shower out there toward Marion County. Sand Mountain has quieted down after a few showers and storms earlier this afternoon. We'll have the isolated threat for showers and storms through 7 and 8 o'clock this evening. After that, looking like a dry, partly cloudy and muggy night ahead of us with lows in the mid-70s. Saturday kicks off dry. Will likely be dry through the early afternoon, and then around 3 o'clock, our future radar data is showing that chance for more of those isolated pop-up storms starting around northeast Alabama, quickly drifting south tomorrow, and should be out of here by just after dinner time on Saturday. Spotty shower or two possible on Saturday night, but again, most of us should be dry during those overnight hours. Looking ahead to Sunday, we have a chance at more pop-ups in the early afternoon, but I'm keeping an eye on a cluster of storms that could move our way from Tennessee and move into at least northwest, if not much of North Alabama, late in the day on Sunday, and that will pose a low-end threat for severe weather. We are under a level 1 out of 5 risk for severe hail and damaging wind gusts if those storms manage to make their way into North Alabama. Due to the quick nature of those, I'm not concerned about flooding for us anytime soon, certainly since it's been dry over the past several days. Tomorrow looking a lot like today, high temperatures in the mid-90s for a lot of us. A couple of you may get to the upper 90s, including 98 in Muscle Shoals. Sunday looks like a repeat of tomorrow, more of those mid and upper 90s. Slightly cooler on Monday, and I mean slightly. Still in the mid-90s for all of us on Monday. We are going to see a slight drop in the humidity on Monday. That trend of slightly drier air expected to stick around next Tuesday and next Wednesday. So if you're looking for some sort of silver lining, that's about as good of news as I can give you, along with lows down near 70 around that time. High staying in the 90s all the way through next week. Certainly looking like a hot start to the school year for those Huntsville and Madison County students heading back next week. Some relief coming our way at the tail end of that 10-day forecast. But otherwise, rinse and repeat, or sweat and repeat, whatever you want to call it.
I like that.
How about sweat, then rinse?
Yeah,
and then repeat.
That's a
Please
good
do
idea.
that.